can assure you this, I can help. I got two strong arms, I can help. It would sure do me good to do you good. Let me help.
I Can Help by Billy Swan. Bit of a one-hit wonder, this song, but fantastic to play for your electric guitar. Now, it has a few challenging little things. For example, the intro. That's a bit of a finger breaker, sort of a strange chord. It's actually an augmented chord, which is just descending 2 frets down each and every time. Has a certain feel, but it's quite difficult to play because actually on the record there are 2 guitars. One is playing this bit, while the other guitar is playing this bit. And together it sounds like... And that sounds rather cool. And to play one of those 2 parts is actually very doable. It's not too hard. What is challenging is if you want to play those 2 parts together with just one guitar. Now we have this chord here, the augmented chord. I think it's a D sharp augmented. And the thing is, now we have to pick 2 strings each and every time downwards. And it's also a bit muted, as you can tell. And then you have to play triplets, a slight accent on the first one. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And then fast. Good exercise. And if you can do it and you can get it up to speed, then just descend 2 frets down. First slow. Then you have to be very, very careful not to tense up and freeze the muscles, because then it's undoable. The most difficult things on the piano and also the guitar can only be done when you're relaxed. It sounds so simple, but really it is like the #1 secret. It's something that you may intellectually know, but if you don't do it, then you don't know it. And it's so easy to tense up when you do this sort of stuff.
It's a fact that people get lonely, ain't nothing new. But a woman like you, babe, should never have the blues. Let me help.
The verse, there are 2 options. You can either do like the sort of reggae. You would never guess this song to be reggae, right? But it is a sort of reggae rhythm. If you got a problem, chords couldn't be easier. This is what you play if you play along with a record or you're playing in a band with the organ. If it's just you all by yourself, you might want to do something different.
Well, if you got a problem.
You can tell that Elvis Presley also did the song, right? It's a sort of an Elvis Presley kind of a tune. Now, as you can see, this is just a C chord, and the rhythm is like basic beginner stuff. Couldn't be easier, but you have this little hammer on the G string here with the middle finger on the up strum. So that makes... sort of a difficult way to play the F chord. Make sure to mute the A string. And you do the same type of idea, but then with the pinky on the This is B string.
When I go to sleep at night, you're always a part of my dream.
Now, of course, there's also the bridge. Couldn't be simpler. We have an F, bit of a strange F again. Yeah. I use this F and not the regular F because we need to be able to use that pinky. If you have a regular F, you get all kinds of extra sounds. This D string that we don't want. So you're gonna have to get used to playing this sort of difficult F. Bridge. And that was a bridge. F, G, C, and a little D7 in there. The end, though, is another one of those augmented chords. Isn't that lovely? Make sure to mute the bottom strings, of course. Now, that's the verse and the bridge, and those are all the parts of the song, except for the guitar solo, which is a beautiful guitar solo. Now, again, on the record, there were two guitars playing. Again, sounds cool and not too difficult to play one of those two parts. More difficult to do them together. Now, there are two things that are difficult. Number one is the left hand. Looks easy. And as you can tell, there are only two things. It's either index and middle finger or index and ring finger. The thing is, you have to remember the sequence. It looks easy, but it's so easy to take a wrong turn. Oops. You'll be surprised how often you can make a mistake if you're not careful. And the other thing is, of course, the rhythm. The triplets. Which you want to do with alternate sort of picking. Like that. Let's play it very slow. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. And to play that up tempo flawlessly, which is not like the most important thing in music, but let's say competent, is actually quite challenging. A fun song to play. You can find the tabs, as always, on my Patreon site. Let's play a little bit of it together. Introduction, verse, and the guitar solo. Here we go.